Adrian Jennings from Ubisense, and today I'm going to be pitching to you in the next 5 minutes the Ubisense tri-mode tag. Ubisense is a world leader in precise real-time location systems, and I mean very precise. We'll get into that in a little bit. And the tri-mode tag is a combined GPS, 2.4 gigahertz, and ultra-wideband tag that really brings an enormous set of users truly actionable location data everywhere. So, GPS really started this industry. Location has become more of an expectation than a desire. But you don't have to be in this business long before you realize there's kind of two fundamental laws of location today. And number one is that everything that people want to track outside, they eventually also want to find inside. And number two, and I call this precision addiction. Once people can find things, they want to do so with ever-increasing precision for a variety of use cases. And the tri-mode tag has been designed to encapsulate all these needs. So let's take a look at some examples real quick here. Law number one, everything you want to track outside, you also will eventually want to find inside. So kids, you can track your kids in the neighborhood. GPS is fabulous at that. But you also want to track your kids in the mall, in the sports center, at her boyfriend's house, for example, just to pick an example. You can track aircraft in flight across the Atlantic, across the Pacific, out on the tarmac, but you also want to find them and track them inside production and maintenance facilities. You can track cattle in their pastures, but you really need to be able to track them inside their covered feedlots as well. And if you think I'm plucking these randomly out of the air, these are all applications that are actually working today. And it goes on and on. You can all think of examples where everything you want to track inside, you eventually want to track inside too. So once people find things, they want to do so with ever-increasing precision. The first thing you want to do when you answer the inside question is it in the building? Kind of interesting. Where in the building? Well, that's more interesting. Now I can find things, I can actually get some useful information from that. What's going on is where the truly actionable data comes from, and that requires a high level of precision in terms of location. So let's take a look at some examples here. Is the infusion pump in the hospital the classic example? Well, interesting. Which room is it in? Okay, now I can find it. Is it by the bed in use or in the corner waiting for pickup? Is the kind of truly actionable data that allows you to automate pickup and cleaning process, improves safety, it improves cost. Interestingly, just to throw in that Alzheimer's, great application for GPS, love the GPS shoe. One of the other healthcare applications here is tracking the way people move. It turns out the path people take from one point to another is a very good indicator of early onset Alzheimer's disease, and you need very precise data to do that in the hospital, in the home. Is this car chassis in the factory? Kind of interesting. Is it at the transmission installation cell? Very interesting. Which transmission mounting bolt is the cordless torque wrench currently tightening is truly actionable data where I can download torque settings, I can disable tools that are working on the wrong bolts, I can truly improve quality and cost of manufacturing processes. Is the bus in the terminal building? Is it in the parking area or the maintenance facility? Actionable data. How long has it been in the wheel balancing station? Monitoring, statistics, analytics. You can take these examples to lots of other industries, retail, consumers, it goes on and on. So today's location needs really kind of break down into three categories. And GPS really already answers the question, where in the world? We need to answer where in the building. And oftentimes we also need to answer what's going on. And that's what the tri-mode tag does, using a Surfstar GPS module to answer where in the world, an innovative 2.4 gigahertz module, where in the building, and an industry-leading ultra-wideband transmitter to answer the question, what's going on? This is an example of it in an industrialized form. Inside, it's an electronics module. With a Surfstar, as I said, the 2.4 module, very low power consumption, coexists with other services. And the ultra-wideband gives you 1-foot precision accuracy in 3D indoors, truly actionable. So as we've heard, GPS has created a lot of expectations in the industry. It's created a lot of applications. People have expectations of location systems beyond what GNSS can deliver. And the tri-mode tag is a multi-mode system which incorporates multiple different qualities of service in one device. And what that does is to provide truly actionable data everywhere.
Fabulous. Thank you. That's great. So So could you give us an example or two of where it's deployed today?
It's deployed, the Alzheimer's example actually is deployed with the VA, looking after troops. They're looking at two different aspects from two different ends. One is the onset of neurological disorders, which you can monitor by, if I walk to you, I walk in a straight line. As Alzheimer's and dementia starts to kick in, you take a more zigzag curve. Now, if I can track that very accurately, it's a very good predictor of dementia.
Wow.
On the other way around, they're rehabilitating soldiers with this. This is going from the other way. These soldiers come in often with horrific multi-organ injuries, including a lot of neurological injuries, and they're rehabilitating them. And they're using that to monitor and help rehabilitate these soldiers back into society as well.
Wow, amazing. So thank you very much.
Welcome.